I mean, it's a never-ending struggle, but it's been more so right now. Good morning. It's December 4th. I didn't wake up to any sort of text from my mother, or calls. I was somewhat expecting almost a text from my mother to be like, call me, which is what had happened when my paternal grandfather had passed, but I haven't gotten that yet. So yeah, today I'm just going to be doing some work, getting this video edited so it can go up at 3. Not this one, not the one that you're watching right now, the one from yesterday. And just trying to clean up my apartment because I was gone for like weeks. From August like 26th, I think, I went to New Orleans to visit my oldest sister, and I was watching her dog while she was on a trip, and I was there until like Labor Day. I left the day after Labor Day. I get back. I spent like approximately 3 weeks at home. Although even that, I like went up to Cincinnati and stayed the night there one day, like, but that doesn't really count. But then I went off to Chicago / Door County with a friend of mine, and we had a girls' weekend. And then came back, immediately almost went to a conference the next weekend. Was home for like 2 weekends, where it was more like a week and a half. I was home. And then went to Cheyenne to visit my dad's side of the family. And then go to California because my parents wanted me to watch their dog because they were going to go on a trip. Originally, they were supposed to go to like Jerusalem, so like that didn't happen because active war / active, you know what. But I'm thinking that YouTube's not going to let me say those words. And then so they were like, okay, we're gonna, like, the place that they had booked their trip through was like, okay, you can do a river cruise instead. So they went on the river cruise. I was there to watch the dog. And then I get back, my parents get back from their trip, I leave, and then I go to a conference in Pittsburgh, and then Thanksgiving. So like I have been traveling so much. I have not spent more than like 3 weeks in any given spot. So that's been super fun. Nice. I put the toasted marshmallow syrup in. It's great. Oh, and also happy place because I have to think about being in my happy place right now. Whew. I already started doing some of my dishes because that's like a thing I really need to get done, even though they're going to get dirty almost immediately because I have got to do more cooking because I've got to cook up more of those HelloFreshes I've picked up. So I have done all my antibiotics and my Flonase for the day, and I'm just getting ready to edit my video, so that'll be all sorts of fun. Yeah. Am I still in my pajamas? Yes. Is it also like 1 p.m.? Also yes. I mostly have spent this afternoon like editing my video that's going up today. So let's get cleaning because that's the big thing I need to do because I will show you guys in a sec what my apartment looks like a bit. So yeah, this is what my place looks like right now. It's bad, and I know I need to clean it. So that's what I'm gonna do. Again, I blame part of the thing being the fact that I was gone for so long. So I've gotten a little bit more cleaned up. I've also gotten almost all of my dishes done. So as you can see, it's a little less messy. Started moving things around. The big thing with that was just the fact that like I'd had both my air mattress and you could had seen like kind of one of my underbed storage things like poking out. So because of those two, it was covering up even more space. There's still a lot. Big thing is going to get the 2 suitcases and then start some laundry. Yeah, it's I mean, it's a never-ending struggle, but it's been more so right now. So much fun, I swear. Oh. But little bits and pieces. I'm right now making some ramen just so I have lunch, and then yeah. Also, while I've been doing this, I've just been finishing up Love Light Farm, which I will do a review on later. I probably actually today will do a review on one of them, so I can actually one of the book series slash books that I read for the holiday season, so that I can like tell y'all about it. I'm still figuring out. I'm probably gonna do in a holidays because I don't have any like good drinks associated with that one besides like the big one is the character like seltzer water a lot, and that's one of the few things I have. So I may do a combination of seltzer water with some of my Crystal Light, you know, like how they would do for like water talk. Probably do something like that, because all the other ones, it's like requires peppermint schnapps or like said it use cinnamon schnapps, which I'm gonna just assume is like Fireball. I'm like, I'll pick those up later. And like with in a Love Light Farm, the one that I'm thinking of that would be like a drink associated is more like the wine or just straight whiskey, because those are the two that they like heavily associate with. But yeah, in a holidays there's like very little drinking, which is honestly good. I'm not trying to be a prude about anything. It's just kind of fun to have like the combination of like, okay, you can be an adult who doesn't really drink. You can be an adult who drinks a decent amount, as long as again it's not like a problem. So things are getting cleaned up. As you can see, the suitcase, the main suitcase is gone. I still need to put that one away and get all this stuff out of it and then start doing my laundry. Most of these clothes are clean and I've had them in the suitcase for like a couple of weeks now. So it's about time I put it away. God, seem so messy, but that's just been what my life's been like, because of course it was the thing of like I was gone and then like I was came back for like 3 days, went on that next conference, and after that conference that's when I got the whole sinus infection. Although right now also I'm just like feeling a pain right here, which almost is making me freak out, be like, do I have an abscess? Because I had one family member who actually passed away from an abscess. This was back in the 40s, so that was the big problem. But still, that like still sits in my head rent free. But I have a lot of diseases and like ways to die that live rent free in my head. So I've gotten a little bit more cleaned up. I've also got my laundry ready to go. I just need to go downstairs and actually start it. And I've got a couple of loads because it's like random bits and pieces that I'll do in just like different sections. So maybe I'll get like either 1 to 2 loads done today. But I also just finished Love Light Farms. Loved it! Yeah, it was great. You'll see my review later. Yeah, I am excited because I did purchase the next 2 books in the series. I don't think the 4th one is out yet, so I didn't buy that one, but the Love Light Farms was like on sale for Small Business Saturday, so yeah, bought it there because I use libro.fm as like that app, so I can like purchase it through a local bookstore out in Frankfurt. It's great. So yeah, but I now have to do other things. Woohoo! So finally got the laundry started. You probably can't hear it, but it's right there. And now I'm gonna go back upstairs and probably put away some of the dirty clothes, get the suitcase put away. Probably maybe set up another load of laundry that I'll do later tonight, but who knows. I'm getting ready to make dinner. I am making this HelloFresh. It's one of the pork tenderloin ones, and in this case at least it is like I'm going to be eating it the day of, because I find that like if I don't eat it the day of, it's not as good, and so like the leftovers tomorrow won't be amazing, but like it'll be fine. The last one is like a chicken katsu, which I really don't have like anything easily to smash it, but I'll figure it out. It'll probably be a fun thing to do on like Tuesday to like show as I'm trying to make it. Either way, as you can, I've already washed the veggies and I'm about to start chopping and get cooking. This should be really good. I'm kind of excited. I've also got my laundry, so that's also ongoing. But yeah, trying to get ahead for the week a little bit in terms of recording, because after dinner and after I get the laundry, like at least done for this first load and maybe also start on the second load, I will then record my video about in a holidays, because I did like that book. So the pork chop, or the pork tenderloin, is cooking right now. It's sizzling. I try to have a grease shield on it. Let's see how well this works. But yeah, we're trying to get a sear on the tenderloin, and then it's going to go in the oven. So I've made my dinner. Like I said, it's a pork tenderloin. Doesn't look exactly like it does on the pictures. I also did end up accidentally forgetting to put the steak seasoning on it, because like I had read to crush it, but because it wasn't highlighted in the next section, I didn't put it on. I just put the salt and pepper. But I am excited, and this is the most I have cooked for myself in a long time, again because of the traveling that I've been doing. I got my laundry, put most of it away. I just haven't put away like my 2 pairs of leggings, workout leggings and all that. Yeah, I've just got my fan going for some stuff that I'm doing in the kitchen. Right now, I need to film all the stuff for the holidays. I plan to do that today, I'll be honest. I maybe will do that tomorrow. I really don't know. I just have been crying a little bit off and on right now, because, again, I'm angry in some ways. I never got to ask my grandfather some questions of like, why did he cut off my mom? Like, and why in cutting off my mom did he cut off my sisters and I? He was the person there when my oldest sister was born. My dad was on deployment. He was the one to take care of my mother. Like, he probably was the first person to hold her, unless it was my mother. And I don't think it was my mother, because my mom had a C-section with that sister. So yeah, I'm just like, why did you got so annoyed at my mother that you thought, okay, yeah, I'll just cut off the kids I had helped be involved with for so much of their lives. He cut off an innocent baby. I was a little over a year old when all of this happened, and I just want to know why. And it feels so hollow when people are like, oh, he's probably so proud of you, and I'm like, I don't know. We never had much of a relationship, and all I'd ever wanted in my life was to have that stereotypical grandparent relationship. And I find it crazy at how emotional I've been getting about this, when my other grandfather passed away 2.5 years ago now. And I mean, I cried a lot, but I had been much more at peace. I also I never questioned anything with that grandpa. I never felt there was things to say. I felt bad I maybe didn't go back to visit him beforehand, but honestly, I'd seen him right before 2020, right before the pandemic, and I got to see him over a Zoom call, and I just knew, I don't know, and I'm getting myself worked up again. And I texted one of my sisters to be like, do I go visit him? What do I do? Because he's in Kentucky, but I have an idea which hospital he's at, but I don't want to ask my mom, because she's right now going through all of her own emotions, and she deserves time to just process it without being bombarded with questions. I'm not sure, because I'm do I go visit him? Because yeah, that seems like a good thing to do if I'm right here, but then also is that being performative? I don't know. Well, is it something that my aunt and uncle want me to go do? But again, I don't want to bug them, because they're the ones that are having to really take care of all of this. I let myself calm down a bit more, but yeah, that's been just what goes on in my head during this whole thing, because I just don't know, and I don't think I'll ever really know any of it. I'll never know what's the right step to do. This is such a weird situation, and yeah, I don't want to bug the adults, because they're the ones that are mourning their parent. And the only reason I think, oh, maybe I should go is I had told my aunt and uncle when my other grandfather had died, and my aunt had been oh, you should go visit your grandpa, and my mom, when I told her this, she got so pissed at my aunt, because she was that was vindictive. You were that's trying to almost guilt trip you. And I'd always been very honest. I don't really want, not that I don't like my grandpa or anything, it's just I didn't ever feel super comfortable visiting him by myself because I don't think he could place me. Like, he has dementia. Like, I wasn't around a lot, so yeah, I'd always want to go with my mom or my uncle because then he could place it better. Yeah, of like, should I go visit? But I mean, he's unresponsive, so I don't know. I never got around to recording the video that I was planning on. I'll do it tomorrow. No worries about that. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be like a day. I got a hold of my one of my older sisters, and she had said probably do reach out to my aunt. She's married into the family, to be like, hey, I want to go visit Grandpa. Is there a good time? Double check on the hospital because I think I know. I'm just not like 100% sure. So go do that. I'm worried it's going to be a little awkward. Forgot to text her on her birthday, which was a couple of days ago, but I was just, I don't know. I've been going through it. Going through it before all this, and just now I'm like, I need to get over whatever hang up I'll have because I definitely I should go to see my grandfather. My mother is not coming out to visit him, but I think it's also because she just doesn't know. Like, we don't know if he's suddenly going to make an even bigger downturn. I think of with my great uncle, who was my paternal grandfather's younger brother. When he passed away, my grandfather and aunt were on the plane about to leave to go see him before, like, to say their final goodbyes, and he'd passed away. So I wonder if that's what my mother is thinking about. But this has just been a lot since I'm here, but I know there's nothing I can do. I have showered and I'm getting ready for bed. Also, ignore the clock behind me. That clock is still not been fixed from daylight savings because, yeah, I was gone during daylight savings because through all of this, like, trip and travel stuff that I talked about earlier. Yeah, and I just never got around to that one, and it kind of helps me be like, oh, I gotta move a little bit faster, so it keeps me a little bit early on things. I got my shower, cleaned up, set my coffee maker, so probably on the December 5th video, there will be no, like, intro to start the, like, coffee maker, but that happens. I'm just kind of getting ready for bed. I made some notes of things that I want to get done tomorrow in terms of, like, work-based things, and then I will also get at least one or two other videos recorded because I really need to do that. I still have, like, leftover clips from going to the Cincinnati Museum with Mohammed that I was going to use as one because they did the Holiday Junction, so we went to it. I just need to go to bed and sleep. I also did get most of my video recorded, and also almost I didn't, like, forget to take my antibiotics, but I was like, okay, I'll try to take them at like 9:45 p.m. and it was like already 9:50 and I was like, oh shoot, so I rushed to take them. Something that I knew, like, oh my gosh, what if this is what's going on, because it almost feels like I'm teething at points, like this weird ache in my jaw. So fun fact, I actually at one point had 6 wisdom teeth. I don't know what happened to the other 2. I got it checked right like a year after I got my 4 wisdom teeth taken out, and the surgeon was like, they haven't moved down. I went to the dentist like 2 years ago, and I recall getting x-rays for that, and it was fine, so I don't know. That just, like, dawned on me of like, oh my god, what if that's what's going on? And they're probably impacted because my mouth is kind of small. But, so if these antibiotics don't work, then that's what's going on. But, like, right now I feel pretty good. It's just, like, a weird kind of, like, itchy ache thing. Like, it's itchy. Y'all don't need to hear that or all my other grieving stuff, so sorry. I swear, I'm not near, like, seem like more of a mess than I was last year, wow. But overall, though, thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.